guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to share my top 10 beauty hacks using a very affordable product, Vaseline Petroleum Jelly. It is massive. This is something most people have in their houses. I grew up with it and I never knew this, but it actually has a bunch of practical uses. So here are my top 10 beauty hacks that I've tried and tested and they work. Since we're moving into summer, the first one is a neat trick. If you are applying self-tan, you can apply petroleum jelly to your fingernails and toenails and that'll prevent the self-tan from staining them. Then, this is also a must for those dry spots on your body. It works brilliantly on places like your cuticles, your heels, even when you have a cold and you apply it here around your nose to prevent those chaps from forming. Ew. I find that when I apply moisturizer on my hands alone, it doesn't do enough on my cuticles, and that's like across the board hand creams, no matter how thick they are. So this one is brilliant. Just apply a little bit of petroleum jelly around your cuticles. It works like a charm. You can also apply it on cracked heels. If you want to intensify that, you just put socks over your cracked heels and it does the job. Then another neat trick is to make a scrub with it. So they have this cocoa butter one. That's quite cool. It has like basically petroleum jelly with a cocoa butter scent. And I like to mix this with a little bit of sugar. You can also add some honey if you want to, and then you can use it as a scrub. I like to use it as a scrub on my hands, on my feet, and even like on my lips. And then you take some tissue paper and you just wipe it off. Because the petroleum jelly is water resistant, it's not going to wash off. That's why don't put it on your entire body because you're going to be sticky. The nice thing about using the petroleum jelly as a scrub though is it moisturizes at the same time. So you're going to be left with sort of nourished hands and feet, and that's lovely. Okay, now I'm going to tell you why you really want petroleum jelly in your handbag when you're going out. Because if there is a chance you're not going to sleep at home, this one is brilliant. You can use it as a makeup remover. Just apply a little bit of petroleum jelly to dry face and just work it in and you'll see the makeup starts to come loose. And then you take dry cotton pads and you wipe it off. Okay, so after that you can also wash your face, but if you don't have a face wash and you don't have a makeup remover in your bag, then this is a cool one to try and use. What you want to do is apply your face wash directly to the petroleum jelly, so on dry skin. You don't add water, and then you sort of work it all loose and then you wash it all off. Then next morning you can use it to tame your eyebrows. You just apply a little bit to your eyebrows and sort of flick it up. You can apply it to your cheekbones here and that'll have a highlighting effect. And then this is a very cool one. So, you know that bright red or pink lipstick that you have from the night before? You take this and you mix it with a little petroleum jelly and you make a tinted lip balm, and you can also use that on your cheeks as a blusher. If you live in a place like Johannesburg, Kimberley, Pretoria, where it's very dry in the winters, I often experience nosebleeds because the inside of your nose gets very dry. So I got this tip from a doctor, actual MD doctor, studied medicine and everything, and they say a good trick is to apply petroleum jelly on the insides of your nose, and that'll prevent nosebleeds. You can also use the Vaseline to thicken the moisturizer, so say your skin is feeling particularly dry, or you know, you're sitting with half a bottle of body lotion that's a little bit too thin for winter, but you don't want to chuck that out and only use it again next year. You can actually just use a normal moisturizer and add a little bit of petroleum jelly to thicken it. On my body, I really like this one. I've just always been a fan of the Vaseline Aloe fragrance. It just feels fresh and like summer delicious. And then finally, you can apply it on the rims of your nail polish bottles to prevent them from getting stuck. So we all know, like, you clean your bottles off and you forget a little bit of polish there, and later you kind of like have to open it with your teeth. If you apply a little bit of petroleum jelly here on the rim of your bottle, it'll seal it and it will prevent it from getting stuck. And those are my top 10 beauty hacks using Vaseline Petroleum Jelly. It is super affordable and such a nifty thing to have in your house. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and please pop your suggestions and requests and comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Cheers!